Hello and welcome to Disney Makes Coloring. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm so excited to be here with you today. So today is a special video. I recently was tagged by my lovely friend Erica from Elm Colors. She created a tag called the Coloring Memories Coloring Tag. It is 10 questions plus a bonus question, and it's all about your coloring memories. So I decided while I'm answering the questions, I am going to color with my Crayola colored pencils, which I will talk about later. In my 50 Farmers Miniatures, I thought this was a cute page, this cute little horse page. So I'm going to be starting with my, I think I'm going to start with the apples while I answer these questions. So yeah, so for the first question is, did you have a favorite coloring book or books as a child? I had lots of coloring books as a child. The ones that stick out the most, and I did find some pictures of them on Pinterest, so I will pull those up here for you so you can see. I had a lot of Barbie coloring books. So here is a Barbie one I know I had, and then this Trace and Color of the Jim and the Rockers. So there is that one. And then I also had a, I'm so sorry, I'm drawing a blank, a Rainbow Bright coloring book. I had this one. I found this picture on Pinterest also. I had some Precious Moments one. I think I found a picture of that. I had a ton. I'm sure I had Disney ones. I didn't keep any of them, and I kick myself now. I should have kept them all. But I did not. So so yeah. What was your go-to art supply as a child? Crayola crayons. I loved my Crayola crayons. I'm going to find a picture. I think I put it up before. You guys have shown it on my channel before. It was like this tier thing that it had. So it was like a stair step kind of tier thing for your Crayola crayons. I loved it. I had a yellow one for a really long time, and then it cracked and broke, and then I had a blue one. And I loved, one of my favorite things to do was to organize the crayons. I loved organizing my crayons. So yeah, so I've been organizing for forever. Anyway, so yeah, crayons. I didn't really color with markers as much. I felt like you could do more stuff with the crayons. And I was one of those ones that would outline it with a darker color and then color it. I don't know if what you guys did with yours. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Number 3, did you color or draw more as a child? I feel like I did both. I don't know. I think I colored more than I drew, but I did love to draw. My mom would let us bring either a coloring book and crayons or paper and a pencil to church, and because we didn't have children's church back then, especially at night church, and we would sit in the pews and color, because it would keep my brother and I busy, so we weren't disruptive. But and then still, even as a teenager, I would draw during church. But I have a hard time just sitting still and listening. I tend to want to fall asleep. So if I have something to do with my hands, I tend to pay more attention. So like when I was in school, when I was taking notes, you should have seen my notes pages. They had doodles all over them. It's just, I don't know why I was that way, but that's how I was. I love the way these apples are turning out. They're looking very, I don't know what the word is. Fuji-like. But yeah, and I wish I would have kept some of my drawings. I know I'm sure I have some somewhere. My friend and I, we would draw our future families. Hers really did come true almost. She married a football player. That's what she wanted, and she wanted to have like a whole football team. And she has 5 children. Close, 3 boys, 2 girls. She almost did it. So that was fun. We would also get together and have days where we would hang out when we were young and we would draw and color together. That was fun. All right. Question number 4. Do you have a favorite coloring memory as an adult or a child? Well, I'm going to say I'm going to always have the memory of coloring with my mom. That's something special to me. I'm not going to go into detail. You guys already know that. I don't want you guys, oh my gosh, she talks about her mom every time she's on there. So, so I'll have that. And then, like I said, coloring with my friend as a kid. And I think I've said these memories before. Every time my mom and I went on a trip, we always got new coloring books and new crayons. Or even anytime, if we got new coloring books, we always had to have brand new fresh crayons to go with it. Because, they're never the same once the original point went away and you had to sharpen them yourself. Yeah, they were never the same. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't really do markers very much. I guess I think still to this day, I don't like the streakiness, and I don't think I liked it when I was little. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to pull out my blender pencils for this because, yeah, they're going to take lots and lots of layering. Anyhow, let's see. Number 5, what was your first adult coloring book? Okay, I have show and tell here. Give me one, let me finish this little spot. So I have 2 here that I kept. I've had a ton, but because I never stopped coloring. But the 2 earliest ones I could find in my collection were these 2. So this one is Creative Haven Paisley Patterns. This one came out in 2008, and it is just lots of patterns. I like to use these because it's nice paper. It's got lots of tooth. I like to use these as scratch papers. So they're perforated. As you can see, I've barely colored in it. I believe it's like 2 or 4 books in one. I know I colored at least, there's one. There is one. And I don't know when this might have been my mother, not me. But, oh, there's one. I know for sure this one was, I think they're both my mom. Yeah, that's my mom's initials up there. Were they up on this one too? Where'd the other one go? Yep, down here. Those are both my mom. I think I tore mine out. But I remember we got this one at Michael's, and then we went back to Michael's another time, and I'll show you the next one we got. So this one was 2008. And then this one is 4-in-1 books. Again, this one is Mandalas, my creative haven. I don't believe I've oh, my mom did. See? My mom liked these kind of books. I'd rather have pictures of actual people and things like that to color. But when you're sitting in a, this one from my mom, when you're sitting in a meeting, or like we used to have to go to conventions. I mean, it's a big, so nobody's watching you. It's not like you're in a little room. We would bring these. My mom actually would bring her stitchery because my mom had the same problem. So, and I would bring these, and then I would color, and these would work, and I would bring gel pens. And that was as an adult. But this one is 2012. Yes. Actually, it says 2007. But I got this in 2012, where I got this one in 2008. But then my first, really those ones, but this one was my first one. My Joanna Basford Enchanted Forest, 2015. So, but I was buying coloring books because, and if I can find a picture of one, I'll put it up. What I would do is I would also use my coloring books as ideas for decorating my classroom. And I would copy the page off onto a transparency, and then I would use a projector. If those of you who don't know what a projector is, maybe you're too young. And it would project the picture onto the wall, and then I would draw it and cut it out and paint it. And it would be, I would decorate my whole room. I did lots of precious moments. I did, one year I did Toy Story. One year I did Veggie Tales. I've done animals that way, like safari, zoo animals. I think that's as many as I've done. But it was all colored with gel pen back in the day. So yeah. But if I could find a picture of any of my boards that I did in my classrooms, I will put it up here so you can see it. I don't know if I do though. So next question. What was your first adult coloring supply? Well, I've always had Crayola. So I've had crayons and Crayola. I've had these, the 100 Crayola pencils, and then we always bought the, well, before the super tips, my mom and I would get the fine tip Crayola markers. But since I found this community, my first ones were the color, I believe it was the 180 set. If I can find a picture of the tin, I didn't keep the tin, so I don't have it. I'll put that on the screen. I got those, and then soon after that, I got the Star Joys, the original Star Joys, and then I got the Castle Arts. So, yeah. Anywho, I'm going to color a leaf so you guys can watch me color a leaf while I answer the rest. Because you've seen me color 2 apples. Let's do a leaf. All right. Number 7. How did you get into adult coloring? Well, like I said, I never stopped coloring. I have always colored. This one is extremely scratchy. And sorry, talking and coloring sometimes is difficult. I'll start with the darker one. So I would what am I talking about? Look at that. Totally lost my train of thought. How did you get into adult coloring? So yeah, I've always colored. But how I found this community is I had been watching planning videos on YouTube. And I would watch them and my mom's like, let's watch something else. I don't want to watch this. So we would look for, she said, let's see if they have coloring videos or puzzle videos. So I went on there and I looked and I found it, which this will answer some of the next question is, who was your first YouTuber colorist? So we found Pamela's Passion for Pencils. We watched a lot of hers. Coloring Bliss. Watched a lot of hers. It was Recovering, I forget, it was a guy. I don't know if he's on there anymore. I haven't seen him on there. Recovering something. Recovery, yeah. Anyway, and Elm Colors. We also found Elm Colors. And I really, Chris Chang, I think. She's the one that does all the color along. She doesn't really talk. It's just a music. Anyway, so then I kept looking. And I found lots more. Like, Spicy Cat Colors, Jamie's Coloring Love, Mrs. Sweet's Crafting Therapy, Coloring Down Under, Sarah, which I miss her. I loved her Monopoly, Coloropoly. And yeah, and then I just kept finding them, and that's when my mom said, you could do this, you should do this. So here I am. Let's see. Number 9. What is the first page you remember being really proud of? I have it over here next to me. Give me 1 second. These are not wanting to blend very well. I don't know if you're seeing that. All right, I have it here. It is a Julia Speary book. And it was my, my picture for my Instagram and my YouTube channel for a long time. But yeah, this is the first one I think I was really, really proud of. I just love how it turned out. My shading in the hearts and in her hair. Yeah. So once starting in the adult community, this would be my first picture that I was ever proud of. And that's before I started my channel. Number 10. What made you think, yes, I am now absolutely an adult colorist? I don't know if I'm an adult colorist. I'm just a colorist. I just like to color. I've always been one, so I don't know how to answer that. It's just always been something I have loved to do, and I grew up in a house that I liked to color, so yeah, I don't think I'd call myself I just like to color. I'm a colorist. I like to color. It's a hobby. Let's see what's next. I'm gonna make some noise. See if that takes away the scratchiness. We'll do this one. So the next one is, it's a bonus question. Who in the coloring community do you remember reaching out to you and making you feel included? So I had to go back because a lot of you to this day still make me feel included, but I had a hard time remembering. So I went back to my very first video, and I remember talking to them on Instagram also. But I would have to say the first YouTubers that made me feel welcome was Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors, Deb from Mrs. Sweet's Crafting Therapy, Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love, and Liz from Liz at Home. I would have to say, sorry, noise, that those ladies. But since then, there are so many more of you that are so supportive and wonderful. I love this community. It is absolutely amazing. I have made some wonderful friends. For example, my friend Amanda from Amanda Colors. She didn't start her channel until about a year after I did. And we have become very close and very good friends, and we live so far away from each other, but it doesn't matter. That's one of the things I love about this community. There's so many of you out there, wonderful people, and this has been a blessing to me with all that I've been going through lately. You guys have no idea how much you have helped. Yeah. So we're not going to get sappy and cry. We're going to not, but I do want to thank Erica from Elm Colors for tagging me. This was a very, very fun tag. I always love it when people tag me. I don't feel like I get tagged very often, so when I do, it's like I get all excited like a little kid. They tagged me, they tagged me. I love being tagged in these tag videos. Anyway, so I am going to tag some friends so we can keep this tag going. Again, this is the Coloring Memories coloring tag created by Erica by Elm Colors. I am going to tag Amanda from Amanda Colors. I am going to tag, sorry, I'm having a brain. I'm going to tag the 4 people I just mentioned. Kathy from So Amanda from Amanda Colors, Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors, Deb from Mrs. Sweet's Crafting Therapy, Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love, and Liz from Liz at Home. So that is 5 friends that I am tagging, and I will put that in the description box below. And I hope you will join us in this fun tag that was created by Erica. If you are not, if I did not tag you, she did say everybody is tagged. She just asked that to make sure that you tag her so she could see your lovely video. And tag me too, because I want to see it too. I would love to hear about all your coloring memories. I think it's fun. And I will put a link to Erica's video in the description box below also. So yeah. So that is what I have for you. This leaf is much better than the other one, I think. The other one kind of looks messy. Anyway, I'm finishing this leaf real quick, and then we'll end this lovely video. And hopefully I will have this finished and I will post it on my Instagram and Facebook group as soon as I have it finished. I never finished my dolphin pages from last month. Whoops. But anyway, so yeah. So thank you again, Erica. And again, I'm tagging Amanda from Amanda Colors, Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors, Deb from Mrs. Sweet's Crafting Therapy, Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love, and Liz from Liz at Home. And yeah, and make sure, ladies, that you tag Erica and myself, because I would love to see them. And yeah, if you're new here and you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join us. Please subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and the thumbs up that you like it. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. And I love making videos and talking to all of you, and I look forward to talking to you all real soon. Bye.